Even when you think it doesn't, everything is falling into place. May you break free from the habit of thinking that you have reasons to feel negatively about yourself, and may you experience this moment to the fullest, my friend, until you realize that this is where your life begins. The rebirth of a more confident, magnificent, and awesome you has occurred. Do you feel that? Let me know in the comment section if you feel like you're rebirthing. Like the new you is arising, more confident, more blissful, more magnificent, more awesome, more creative you is arising. Let me know, because I want you to feel that right now. I want you to feel like my time has come. Like I have enough of this self-sabotage, self-criticism, lack of faith in myself. I have enough of this. Like I'm the one who got an opportunity to be alive in this moment, to earn life, to earn bliss, to earn joy, to become really who you've been born to be. Let me know if you're ready, because so many times I see you in the comments feeling like you're going through something, and I feel you. We're all going through something. We're living in very potent times, but still everything we feel can be a choice. Like I'm choosing to feel grateful today. I'm choosing to feel magnificent today. I'm choosing to feel confident today. May this be a choice. The self-regulation, may this become a skill. My friend Aristotle once said, excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So I felt called to do this message for you today, especially for you, for those of you who feel like you want to inspire others, who want to share your story with others, for those of you who feel like you want to share your gifts with the world. You've been through something painful, something inspiring, something challenging, and you're thinking like, maybe I've been through all of this, so also I can inspire others, so also I can show to others that there's a light at the end of the tunnel you're going through. And I know you feel like that, because when someone is struggling in the comment section, I see so many of you helping that person. Just yesterday somebody wrote, I was suicidal, I had suicidal thoughts, and there was so much support, so much love, and that's what we need. That's what community is all about. So it just shows how widely open your hearts are, and my purpose here is to open them even more, to help you to see that there's even more you can do for others. There's even more magnificent meaning and value you can provide to others. And as I'm coaching people, there are questions that are often repeating in the sessions. And one is how to be confident, like how to overcome this sense of criticism. Like I feel I want to make these videos. I feel I want to start sharing my voice on YouTube maybe, or I feel I want to expose my art and contact some galleries, or whatever you're doing. You know, when I'm coaching people, often artists come to me because I'm an artist and I often attract people like that towards myself. The main question is how to overcome this fear, this sense of being judged and being laughed at, and the sense of like, what if I will not succeed, and what people around me that are seeing me like someone who's going after my dreams, what they will say when they will see that I'm not succeeding. Well, I have so much value today for you that will help you to overcome these disbeliefs, these insecurities, and will help you to find this inner strength, inner light that was always there, and that is your guiding mechanism, your guiding light. So often people write me like, you're such a great spiritual teacher, but I often say I'm teaching how to be connected with life, how to live life, how to fully live. So I see myself as a teacher of life, of connection with life. And if there's something you feel like you need, this video will help you so much, my friends. So are you ready? I want to give you some practical steps. So this is a very practical video that will help you to move along your journey and really embody that greatest, purest, magnificent version of yourself that lives already within you. There's an alchemist within you. There's an artist within you. There's a doer within you. And I want you to find it. So when you feel discouraged, when you feel a lack of confidence, or maybe you feel like, how can I reach more people with my work? Or maybe you feel like, I don't know where to start. All of these questions usually come from a lack of self-confidence. Because when we are truly confident in ourselves, in being really who we are, we recognize that more than anything, what truly matters is doing what really speaks to us, what resonates with us. Today I wrote this message that, every single day I write a message for our Instagram community. It's like, something that just comes to me as an inspiration and I share with you. So you can also go there, give me a follow, write me a message if you have anything to share. And this message goes like this: your confidence thrives when you wholeheartedly immerse yourself in activities that hold meaning for you. By shifting your focus away from selfish thoughts towards your endeavors, you can better discern where your path lies. Clarity at this point is your inner mentor. As you navigate through life's events, you will naturally gravitate towards pursuits that resonate with you the most. Through consistent effort, you will cultivate unique skills, paving the way for incredible progress and a deep natural sense of confidence. And that is very powerful. So if this resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also share in the comment section what are your endeavors in life, what are you working on, and maybe what are your challenges, so you can also show other people that they're not alone. When people are struggling with, whatever we're going through, when we decide to follow our hearts, to follow our dreams, we come across certain struggles, we come across certain sense of suffering, self-sabotage, and so on. And it's important to know that when you feel like that, it's actually a part of this process. You are not alone in this. You may feel like, oh, so many people on YouTube seem so confident and I'm not. I'm anxious. I'm really scared. My voice is shaking. Well, it's all a part of the process. My voice was shaky at the beginning and I was scared to expose myself, and I got many fears, like what my friends will say. Oh, now you're sharing some spiritual content. Who do you think you are? And those are all fears that were coming up in my mind, but I thought, like, for whom I'm doing this? Like, for whom? What are the people that really need to receive what I have to share? So it's like really navigating our focus into the right direction, so we stop feeding the thoughts that are poisoning our minds, our garden, right? And we kind of pull out these weeds that are taking too much place where there could be a garden of flowers and wonderful plants. So, like the ancient quote goes, stop chasing butterflies, but rather take care of your inner garden and butterflies will come. That's how it works. So if you have a lack of self-confidence at this point, I want you to know this one thing that truly changed my life and lives of many, is to know how to start your day the most effectively, the most purposefully. So one thing that truly changed me in many ways, in the past I was often waking up with a lot of negative thoughts. As a little kid, my mother was always this negative thinker. She always wanted the best for me, and she loved me in many ways. but she also wanted to protect me in many ways. So she had so much of criticism and negative thoughts towards myself that at some point I've started, thinking these same thoughts for me. And when I was waking up, all I was thinking was about the most negative scenarios that may happen in my life. The deepest fears always came up in the morning. So today I'm waking up with a great uplifting mindset because I've trained myself to think like that. I've trained myself to pull out the weeds that are not, that are taking too much space in my garden. But what helped me the most was to start a day, every single day, as a fresh new version of myself. And one thing that truly helped me and helped many people is as soon as I wake up, I become active. Be active. So your body shifts from sleeping and foggy, from old state of being, from feeling old emotions, from activating this yesterday's mindset, old mindset. Start being more active in the morning. So more blood and oxygen circulation can happen. What will happen? It's a refreshment. It's a sign for your body, I'm starting fresh today. I'm starting fresh today. Don't just fall for what you feel when you wake up, but wake up and do it as you are the one who's giving order to your body. So your body was kind of trained through your life. Like, it is giving you a rhythm. It is giving you an order. Like, your body is giving an order to your consciousness, how you should be, how you should kind of behave, and how you should show up in the world. But the point is that you recognize your body is a tool of consciousness. It's a vehicle of consciousness, and you have to choose what you do with your body. How you wake up, how you show up, how you express yourself, what's your body posture. So you start training yourself to be this confident you, to be a very confident, strong, powerful you. You've come here for this. And it's a completely new way of thinking about yourself, of feeling yourself, of doing yourself. And therefore you need to start a day as you're being reborn, as you've started a fresh new story every single day. Be active as soon as you wake up. Like, start a workout, go for a run, do some deep breathing, move your body, stretch your body. Firstly, do something for your body, then do something for your mind, like meditation. If it works in the opposite direction, like meditate and then be active, do it like that, but start your day like this. Because when we make our bodies more active, there's also more blood and oxygen flow in our thinking part of the brain, which means that as soon as we wake up, we'll get ourselves into more alert and peak state of being and thinking. When we are in this state, we don't think about life like what is not possible and who we don't want to be and what's wrong in our lives. We think about possibilities. We think about what we want to do. We have a sense of clarity. Like I said in this message, at this point, clarity is your inner mentor. I've recognized in my life that when I become more clear, when I enter into this state of clarity, when I think about my future, I can easily think about who I want to be in the future, how I want to introduce myself to the world, how I want to communicate with others, who I want to be when I'm sharing a message. Do I want to be a scared individual or do I want to be a powerful individual? It's all a choice. And if you start your day with a great clarity, being grounded because there's a lot of flow happening in your body, you will just feel much, much better. Then secondly, if you're dealing with a lack of confidence, firstly identify what makes you the least confident and get to the bottom of it. Find the truth of your own story. What is making you the least confident? Some people would say, well, my body, my skin, my face, my nose, my hair, whatever. But there's some things you can't change. But there are also things you can change. And notice what is the truth behind it? Like, what is your deepest fear around that? It's something that is most of the time controlling us, and most of the time we don't want to dive into it because we're afraid to face with the truth. Usually the truth is we will have to put some effort into it. But usually our story is a lie. Like, you're beautiful. And most frequently you don't believe that you're beautiful because you're most probably comparing yourself with someone. But there's also a truth that maybe your soul knows that you can be much more than you are today. Maybe your soul knows that you could be in a better shape because therefore you would feel much better and you would feel more energized and you would feel much more healthier. And therefore you feel a lack of self-confidence because you're not doing what you know that would be right for you, that would be good for you. So being honest with yourself can be so helpful at this point because you will recognize, okay, I just have to do it. Doesn't matter how hard it will be, doesn't matter how uncomfortable it will be, it's a path towards confidence, right? So identify what makes you the least confident. And sometimes it may be like, what makes me the least confident is knowing that certain people in my life will be laughing at me, will be maybe making jokes out of me because I've decided to follow my dreams. So you need to get to the bottom of it. Does it truly matter? Does it truly matter? Will you even ever hear these stories? Will you even ever experience something like that? I never did. And most people I know never did. But we make up these stories so we would not follow what is scary, so we would not do what is scary. You need to know why you feel like you want to do that. Like, if for the most of your life you've been doing only things that are kind of appropriate in the society, you've trained yourself to do something to fit in, to please others. And now when your soul is wakening your ass up, you're like, I want to do what's right for me. I want to fit into my own standards, right? So most probably you want to stand out because only that way the society can awaken, right? If more and more people start standing out and we create a new standard which says to be your authentic self is the only way you can thrive, right? And that means you need to deal with your deepest fears, and at some point you will need to do what you're the most afraid of doing right at this moment, and that is the path towards confidence. Sometimes your life will fall apart to such a degree that you will just need to do. There will be a must for you to do what you're the most afraid, and then you will recognize that what you're the most afraid doing is actually a gateway towards liberation. And there's actually one practice that can help us so much, it helped me, is to visualize yourself doing it already and see how your body responds to it. Because you will notice your body has a natural mechanism that kind of reacts to something scary. For example, if you're afraid of talking in front of the camera or talking on stage, or maybe meeting a certain person, or talking in front of the crowd, sharing your ideas, maybe at your job, having presentation or whatever it is. See yourself doing it and notice how your body responds to it, because you will notice that's why you sabotage. Usually the self-sabotaging or procrastination comes as your unconscious response to something that is scary. But it's your old mechanism. So when you're visualizing yourself doing it, you will start to understand why you're procrastinating doing it. Now visualize yourself doing it confidently. Like, this is my future self, I'm doing it confidently. And visualize yourself like talking in front of the camera confidently. Maybe you can have a picture of someone who's demonstrating it that is inspiring you. And you see yourself, like how much differently you're behaving when you embody more energy, more courage, more presence. What is your body posture? How you're talking? How your voice sounds like? What's your energy? What's your energy shape maybe? The color of the energy. If you're more perceptive for these things, notice what's the color of your energy, because then you can also visualize it. Like when I'm confident, my energy is more like gold, or maybe more like blue, something like that. When I'm not confident, my energy is like dark red, something like that. And just notice, because every time you recognize what is this energy of courage, of confidence, then you can visualize yourself like that, radiating it. What's your body posture? Are your muscles relaxed or tensed? What's your facial expression? Do you have this smile, or are you serious? Or who are you? When you visualize yourself like that, you start wiring new neural pathways in your brain. So you can train your brain to create this new character that's more of you, right? More of yourself. You're writing now a new story of who you are becoming. And then the cure for any fear is knowing, right? We're only afraid of what we don't understand, and we don't understand what we don't know. So the cure for fear is knowing. When you truly know how much you can adapt and channel right thoughts and actions or responses in any situation, you will stop predicting it, and therefore you will be more present and aware in any situation. You see, often we are quite uncomfortable in certain moments because we're trying to predict how it will happen, and then we try to make some strategies how we will react if this will happen or if that will happen. But the cure for everything is just to be more present, and to be present means that you know yourself to such a degree that you can adapt and channel the right thoughts, channel the right action, channel the right attitude that is the most appropriate at that moment, that is the most, demonstrating yourself, your authenticity, your truth. And the mastery of this is the peak state of confidence, which is sometimes it can only happen as a byproduct of a lot of work you've done, like doing something that you want to do and doing it over and over and over again, sharing yourself. Like sometimes it can be very helpful. I say that many times when I'm coaching people, is to just, start making videos, even if you're doing them for no one. You don't need to post them on YouTube or anything. Just make them every single day. Make one video for yourself, like a therapy, and see how you're progressing. See how much, how much more confident you're becoming, how much your vocabulary is expanding, and now you're able to articulate more of your feelings and more of your thoughts more clearly. And you're noticing your brain is not jumping to some future thoughts. You're present in the moment, and you say what comes to you, and you embody truly how you feel as a confident you. So usually confidence comes to those who are willing to be without it and are willing to practice what they want to do until they become so skillful at doing it that it becomes their nature. And when you find out that something becomes your nature, you become confident in it. Like, I'm coming from extreme sports. For 12 years, I was doing freestyle mountain biking. And I remember when I was competing, I was always anxious before competition. The day before competition, I was anxious. And even in the morning when I woke up at the day of competition, I was anxious and scared, like, how will it go? But then when the practice started and when I've started riding, I got myself into the flow state, and all this anxiousness and fear was gone. I've noticed, well, I've practiced that. I know what I need to do. I'm good at that. I'm confident in it. It's because doing the sport was my nature. Thinking about how will it go was not very natural. So I've noticed, well, if I really want to be confident, I just need to do it. And when I'm not doing it, I need to be present with myself. I don't need to think about it too much. Well, if I want to think about it, how it will go, I will rather visualize it doing it, but not thinking about it so critically. So critical thinking, yes, can help you when you want to improve something or notice certain spots where you could fix something. But don't indulge too much into this unknown thinking, like, what can go wrong or whatever. Rather do stuff. Focus on doing whatever is the most meaningful to you. You know, wherever you are, whatever you want to do, whatever is your goal, your dream, do more and think about it less. It will help you so much to get into this more natural state. You know, I don't like this fake confidence where people kind of train themselves to be confident, but you can feel there's something off. The natural confidence comes because you became so good at it that you just know yourself. You just know that you can adapt, you can channel, you can find out things, you can, you know, find the best way, the best solution, because you know yourself. You don't just believe in yourself. Believing is for beginning. But through work, you start to know yourself. You start to know how you're adapting, how uniquely you're adapting, how uniquely you're functioning, how uniquely you're channeling the right thoughts in different, maybe stressful situations. And the last thing, what is the most powerful that will bring you deeper into confidence is honesty, authenticity, and alignment. When you're honest, you're not pretending, right? Sometimes what helps, if you get on stage, you say, you know what, I'm quite anxious because this is for the first time. And when you say that, something within you relaxes because you don't need to pretend that you're not. And then you will relax and suddenly things will start flowing and people will say, you said you're anxious, but you were performing like a professional, right? It's because of your honesty. So honesty is so powerful. Even when you're making videos, you can be honest. Look, this is my first video, so I'm a bit scared right now, but I have something very important to share with you. This is also a part of authenticity. You don't need to pretend that you're a master if you're a beginner, but today's beginner becomes tomorrow's master, right? So be you, do you, wherever you are, whoever you are, do you. I know it sounds for some of you like something, I still don't know really what it means. You will find it out. Just trust that you will find it out, that you can do it. And alignment is just doing the right thing at the right time, which means you have to be quite intuitive and connected with yourself, listening your body and feeling what feels the most right. Not what feels the most, the easiest, but what feels the most right. Something scary is the most right because it will liberate you. But alignment is doing it at the right time. If you want to overcome your fears, maybe when everything is falling apart and you feel the most exhausted and stressed, maybe it's not the right time to do it. But maybe when you woke up quite recharged and you set a plan for yourself, maybe it's more appropriate time for it. You will know the best. Alignment means that you can easily recognize which direction is the most meaningful and purposeful for you, and doing the things that just align, that speaks to you. Listening to yourself, listening to your body will help you so much. So my friends, I hope you found great value in today's video, more practical one. And to anyone who is working on something that is very meaningful to you, know that it will all work out. You can't imagine in what kind of direction life will take you because life is quite unpredictable. But you need to know that the highest possible vision you have right now for yourself is just the beginning of everything that's coming your way. Whatever you do today will get you closer or maybe further away from where you want to be. And doesn't matter truly what you do. Make sure that you reflect then on what you've done and ask yourself, was it really in alignment with you? Did it help me to get myself closer to where I want to be? And don't be so hard on yourself if it wasn't. Well, we're all learning. You don't know everything. Even if you think you do, you don't know everything. And even if you know everything, can you embody more of it? Right? Sometimes people say, yeah, I channel, I know everything. Well, then embody it, because therefore you can become a great example for others. I don't think it's a fact for anyone. But anyway, being an example is a great thing you can do for most of us. So my friends, have a wonderful day. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Till next time, one love.